So, what are the most important things to do? The single most important thing you can do in this game is be caught up on MSQ, which is what Chris is saying. You have to do it. Everything's locked behind it. Is there a quicker way to do the Dark World part of Crystal Tower than just signing up for Duty Finder? Sometimes there's a Party Finder, in which case... Oh god, I have made a mistake. I am not a tank. Alright. I thought I just default to tank mode. I appreciate them pulling that off me. They could have let me die for that. That would have been totally fair. And so when you go through unsynced, it's much, much faster with a group. But otherwise, like, you can always just queue. I would say in the evening, a lot of people do run Alliance Roulette, and so it shouldn't be that bad. But, yeah, it sucks if that's where your MSQ is tied up. Crystal Tower did not used to be part of the MSQ, so it feels weird that they would make that style of content in there, because it does take a little longer to fill up a group that size. Because it's a 24-man. That did not used to be part of the main story quest. That was added to the main story quest as a requirement during the current expansion. They went back and they actually, to move us forward, they said, okay, if you haven't done it, you now have to go back and do it, and we're going to insert it into the MSQ for all new players moving forward, because there are events in the current expansion that we think makes that no longer optional content. The other thing is, in 24-mans, it's the only time it's bad to be a tank. So, in 4-mans, which is what I'm running right now, tanks and healers are the two things that we're short of, like any MMO. So it's a great time to be a tank. In 8-mans, there's 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 4 DPS. And so, it's a great time to be a tank or a healer. In Alliance raids, it's 3 groups of 8, and each group of 8 only brings 1 tank, and they bring an extra DPS. And so there's actually 24 people, but the ratio of tanks actually drops. And so it actually means that a lot of times DPS is the adventurer in need. And so if you have a DPS that can run it, the Crystal Tower raids are like one of the few times during MSQ that would be really advantageous. So, you played WoW